going to show you how to make a very simple chicken curry. I have my ingredients all laid out in front of me and we're just going to go ahead and get started. You will need 1 whole chicken, 3 finely diced medium onions, a few cloves of garlic and a piece of ginger, 1 heaped teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 heaped teaspoon of dhania powder, 1 heaped teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 heaped teaspoon of curry powder, 1 heaped teaspoon of garam masala, and lastly 2 heaped teaspoons of paprika. The paprika is optional, but I like to put paprika in my chicken curry, but you do not have to add this. You can instead add chili powder if you like to have spicy curry. If you like a bit of a kick to your curry, then most definitely swap the paprika with chili powder. You will also need 5 to 6 cardamom pods, 3 cloves, 2 or 3 bay leaves, 2 star anise, and 2 medium-sized cinnamon sticks or 1 large one. And these are the spices that you will need to make this curry. So let's go ahead and get started with making this very easy and simple chicken curry. I've just heated up a pan and I'm going to add a few tablespoons of oil. And I'm going to let that heat up. And once that is nice and hot, I'm going to add chopped garlic and ginger. The oil is now ready and I'm going to add the garlic and ginger. You just want to let the garlic and ginger go light brown before adding the onions. Be sure not to let it burn. It does cook quite quickly. So I'm going to add all the onions in now. Just give it a few swirls and then I'm going to put it on low heat, gas mark 3, and then leave the lid on. And for about 5 to 10 minutes I'm going to keep checking on it. We just want the onions to melt, to be nice and soft before we add the spices. Whilst I'm checking it, I will add a few drops of water. This really helps the onion melt and become really soft. And that's what we want, really soft pieces of onion to make a really nice juice to the chicken curry. Just going to put the lid on and keep checking it every couple of minutes. And if the onions do start to dry up, I'm going to add a little bit of water. It's been about 3 minutes. Onions are starting to go a bit dry, so I'm just going to add a little bit of water to soften them up. And then I'll put the lid back on and let it simmer for a few more minutes and check on it again after 2-3 minutes. It has been just over 10 minutes and I have added water 3 times. So now you can see the onions have melted and just look really soft and caramelized. This is exactly what you want before adding in your spices. I'm going to add all of my spices. So the turmeric powder, the dhania powder, the zira powder, curry powder, paprika, garam masala, and lastly all of my dry spices. So in goes the star anise, the bay leaves, the cinnamon sticks, the cardamom pods, and the cloves. And at this point you also want to add about 1 heaped tablespoon of salt. And then mix together. Once I've mixed this all together, I'm then going to add some water because we want this curry to have quite a bit of juice. We don't want it to be a dry chicken curry, we want it to be quite juicy. So I'm just going to mix in all the spices. Really lovely. This is the sort of colour that you want. You want it really reddy brown. I'm going to add about half a cup of water. And turn on the heat high. I've just turned the heat up to quite high, not the highest, but on about gas mark 7. So we just want to leave this to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we are going to add the chicken, and then the chicken will soften and cook in the juices. Okay, I think that's ready. Just pop the lid back on and leave to simmer for about 5 to 10 minutes. Right, let's see the progress. Oh, that's exactly what it should look like. Lovely golden brown colour. I'm now going to add in the chicken. Now this chicken is defrosted, so it will cook in no time. Ooh. Be careful when adding the chicken, because if you do it too fast, you will get splashback and you'll get curry sauce all over you and all over the worktops. I'm just going to add in the chicken slowly. There we go. And I'm just going to mix the chicken and mix the sauce all over the chicken, ensuring every piece is covered. And I'm just going to leave it to cook on low to medium heat for about 10 to 15 minutes. The chicken should be ready now, so let's see. Oh, that smells absolutely delicious. The chicken is definitely cooked. It looks very tasty. And I think I'm just going to leave it on simmer for a few minutes and then it will be ready to serve. But before I do that, no Bangladeshi curry is complete without a handful of coriander. Coriander is just so delicious. It adds the most amazing fragrance to your curry and it just completes it. Honestly, I just can't cook without it. I put it in every single curry, almost every single curry. I use coriander and it makes all the difference. So I've just stirred that in there and I'm going to let it simmer for a few minutes, maximum 5 minutes, and then I'm going to turn the heat off and let it cool down before serving. Just in case you're wondering why it looks a little bit more juicier than before, it's because a lot of juice came from out of the chicken. I have also left a little bit of coriander to the side, so when I serve it I just garnish the top with some coriander and it looks really neatly presented. I have just turned the flame off and I have added more coriander for garnish. I'm going to let it sit and then serve. It smells delicious. It's as easy as that. A really quick and simple, easy chicken curry. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you make it, let me know, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!